Hi viewers, welcome back to my channel Physics Digiteaching with a new video. Of course, this video is the continuation to our previous video, Simple Harmonic Motion. Today I will show you how to calculate the total mechanical energy of a particle executing simple harmonic motion. In our previous class, I calculated to set up the differential equation of simple harmonic motion, and also I show how to solve the differential equation of SHM for displacement. Today I will show you how to calculate the total mechanical energy of a particle executing SHM. Okay, if you are new to my channel, please subscribe, like and tap on the bell icon. Let's start. Mechanical energy of SHM. First of all, we write the expression of displacement of a particle executing SHM. Here x equal to a sin omega t. Here a equal to amplitude, omega equal to angular frequency. Now, if we differentiate this expression with respect to time, then we get the velocity v equal to dx by dt, and it is a omega cos omega t, or v equal to plus minus a omega. We can write cos omega t equal to 1 minus sin square omega t, or v equal to plus minus a omega under root 1 minus. Here we substitute the value of sin omega t from our expression of displacement. Here sin omega t equal to x upon a, that is here x square upon a square. If we simplify this expression, we get here omega under root square minus x square. This is the expression of instantaneous velocity of a particle executing SHM. Now we calculate the kinetic energy. If m is the mass of the particle, then kinetic energy EK we know half mv square. Now we substitute the value of v here, then we get half m omega square into square minus x square. This is the expression of kinetic energy of the particle which is performing simple harmonic motion. Kinetic energy. Now we are going to calculate the potential energy. First we know the force acting on the particle equal to kx. Here I take the only magnitude of the force F equal to kx, or we can take it kx dash. For our simplicity of calculation, we take this force F equal to kx dash. Here x dash is the instantaneous displacement, and we know this constant k can be written as m omega square x dash. Here we can write x or x dash m omega square. Why this is? Because we know omega equal to under root k by m. In our previous video we take this constant omega and which is equal to under root k by m. M is the mass. Now if we displace the particle from its position of equilibrium by an amount dx, then we get the work done by this force F equal to dx dash. We take here the infinitesimally small displacement dx dash. Therefore F into dx dash, this is the work done. If we displace the particle from equilibrium to a displacement x, then we get the total work done by this force, and this is W equal to F dx dash, and limit runs from 0 to x. Here I substitute the value of the force, and which is m omega square x dash dx dash. Constant part m omega square comes out the integration, and this is x dash dx dash. Omega equal to, here will be m omega square, then W equal to m omega square, this is W and this is omega. And if we execute this integration, I get x dash square by 2, and if we put this limit, okay, I am performing step by step. X dash square by 2, the limit runs from 0 to x. Next, W equal to m omega square. I substitute the limit here, and this is the upper limit x, upper limit of x dash is x, and lower limit 0, that is x square by 2 minus 0 square by 2, and W equal to m omega square x square by 2, that is half m omega square x square. What is this? This is the work done to displace the particle from the position of equilibrium to another position at a distance x. This is the work done, and we know this work done is stored as the potential energy within the particle, and therefore we can write the potential energy EP equal to, this is omega, and this will be m omega square x square. This is our potential energy. And this is our kinetic energy, this is potential energy. Kinetic energy half m v square, that is half m omega square into square minus x square, and the potential energy half m omega square x square. Now we have to find out the total mechanical energy. Total mechanical energy. Total energy E equal to EK, that is kinetic energy, plus EP, that is potential energy. The kinetic energy half m omega square capital square x square plus half m omega square x square. Now the simplification gives square minus x square plus x square minus x square cancel, and the only remaining term half m omega square square. This is the total mechanical energy of that particle which is performing simple harmonic motion. What is the significance of this expression? Here we see that the terms here only the mass, angular frequency, amplitude, and these terms are constant. Therefore, the total mechanical energy is always constant. This is our today's calculation of total mechanical energy half m omega square square. Now we show it graphically. Graphical representation of kinetic energy, potential energy, and total energy. Along this direction we take the energy, and this is displacement x, and this is negative x. This is our center. First, EP equal to half m omega square x square. EP equal to half m omega square x square. Here the variable EP and x. This is the equation of a parabola. Then we get this parabola. This is the graph for potential energy. Potential energy. Here the displacement x equal to plus a, and here the displacement x equal to minus a. Now kinetic energy Ek equal to half m omega square minus x square. This is also the equation of a parabola, but the vertices is not in the origin, and this will be of the form this is our form of kinetic energy. This is kinetic energy Ek half m omega square minus x square. This is our kinetic energy graph. In any point, if we add potential and kinetic energy, we get the total energy graph. At origin, all the energy is the kinetic. Here the potential energy is 0. Then total energy this is. And at any extreme point x equal to plus a, the position of amplitude, we will see that the kinetic energy is 0 and the total energy is potential. Here the total energy kinetic plus potential, and here also the total energy. If we draw this line, then we get the graph of total energy. This is the graph of total energy. That the total energy is always constant. At this point total energy this, and at this point half is kinetic energy and half is potential energy. Then if we add these two energy, then we get this point. Here also we get this point. Here this is the graph of total energy. Okay viewers, this is all about today's class. Okay, thank you.